Welcome again. In this video, we'll create scatter diagram in Excel. Scatter diagram is very helpful in determining if there is a relationship between two sets of variables, where one of the variables depends on the other, or one of the variables causes the other to change. So in this example, we have data representing the age of 25 person that were asked how much time per week in minutes that they spend browsing online for shopping or other things. We wrote down the number for each person. So the first person is 22 years old. He spent 492 minutes per week online. We're going to see if there is a relationship. What's the type of the relationship, which means is it linear, is it quadratic, it's logarithmic, exponential, and the direction of the relationship, which means is it increasing or is it decreasing. Increasing means as the age increases, older people spend more time browsing, or decreasing, which means as age increases, the browsing time decreases. To do the scatter diagram, we're going to select the data as we said, go to the insert ribbon and charts group, and we're going to look for the scatter diagram. Click on the arrow. You will see that we have several scatter diagrams, and we have what we call a bubble diagram. Of course, bubble diagrams are going to give you clear pictures, so we're going to choose the scatter diagram. Now, we can just examine charts to see that, yes, there is a relationship. And it looks like that the relationship is linear, because I can draw a line here that's close enough to most of these points. And this line, we call it the line of best fit. And I can tell that the relationship is decreasing, which means the older the person is, the less time he or she spends browsing online. The younger he is, he spends more. So as people get older, they tend to spend less time browsing online. Let's add the axis title so we know that this represents age, which is the x-axis, and the y-axis represent browsing time. Now, we can graph the line of best fit. We can graph that line and we can find the equation of that line. But of course, Excel can do all that for us. So in order to do that, we need to click on one of the dots to select the dots first, right click, and you will see that we have an option here called Add Trend Line. Excel automatically detects that this is a linear relationship, so it adds the line of best fit. And if you believe that it's not, you can change it, and you see that it's not a straight line now, it's exponential, but it is a linear equation, so we're going to keep the line. We're going to go and format this line. Let's make it different color to distinguish it from the data that we have, and let's make it straight so you can see it. Let's go back over here, and now what is the equation of the line? Now we know that we have several forms for the equation of the line. One of them is the slope y-intercept form, y equal mx plus b, where x is the independent variable. In our case, it's the age of the respondent, and y is the dependent variable, which is the browsing time. So we have formulas in regression and correlation, which we're going to look at later, to determine the equation of the line. But here, Excel will display and calculate and put it for us right away. The only thing we need to do, click on Display Equation on Chart. And you can see that this is the equation that's required. What does the equation mean? It means if I want to predict the browsing time of any person, I need to just plug in his age here, or her age. Let's say 33. instead of X to the calculation, and I will have the browsing time. Let's highlight this a little bit so to make it stand. And of course you can change the order. Now we have the equation of the line, and we have the line of best fit, and we have the actual data. Now in a scatter diagram, what does each one of these data represent? Each point represents both X and Y. We call it ordered pairs. So if you look at the first point, if the person is 22 years old, he spent 492 minutes browsing. So to see this point on the graph, this is 22 and this is 492. So this point over here is our point. Okay. Let's move the chart. Put it in a new sheet. Then you have a clear picture of everything. Of course, you can change the format as we did with other graphs. You can do any of these things that we did with other charts. Watch for another video where we can use the regression and correlation and data analysis in Excel to do all of this without clicking on the charts.